I'm going to go and get my bike out. I thought that was the end of the evening, but it's not. I've been informed that we're going to go for a bike ride by my boss. He tells me he wants to go for a bike ride. In fact, he's told me I've got to go for a bike ride. So I'm getting my bike out. There it is in all its glory. I think I've said it before. I should take this off, but I think you can probably guess why they're there. And because what happens with that?
Corey sits on it.
Yep, my youngest sits on it and I pedal it. So yeah, I'm going to get that out and we're going to go for a little cycle down to the village down the bottom of the hill and back home. Go on, lift it up. That's it. Take it out there. You can sit on yours. Get ready. There. Right. Yeah, this is mine. Nice big thick seat to, shall we say, make it easy on the bum. But yeah, we've got to head off down the village now. I know what you're thinking, should be helmet, but he's under close supervision by myself. And yeah, so yeah, don't try this at home. Always wear appropriate safety gear. This is just what we're doing. Yeah, turn that way, but wait a minute before you turn. Go on. There you go. Right, over to the left hand side. That's it. And just keep there like that. Now we've got to wait for the cars. You've got to look up and down. That's it. Up and down. Right, just following a pavement down through the village. And then we'll be in the lanes. The trick this time of year is to avoid all the muck and mess on the road, because all the agricultural traffic and, well, in general, the weather conditions have made these roads extremely filthy. And we're riding into the sun, as you can see there. Yeah, this is a little bit of a small little cycle we do now and again, just down to the village church and back. It's something he likes to do, but I can hear a local tractor. Yeah, that tractor, I can set my clock by it, 7 o'clock every morning, and when I worked in a factory, if I heard that tractor, I knew I was late and I was getting docked some pay. Yeah, regular as clockwork, 7 in the morning goes past my house. Let's get further down this road. Like I said, you should have a helmet, but under my supervision and direction, and as you can see, everything's under strict control. And it's no defence on my part, but I'm sure most of us, if not many of us, this has been the way we've conducted most of our biking. But unfortunately, this day and age, helmets are the way to go, and I won't say anything other than that. It should be. Always keep your eyes forward and keep your ears listening for traffic. Yeah, the gateways get pretty muddy this time of year. Yeah, that sun's just beginning to set. It's a bit easier to see forward now. You're getting brave, standing up on your pedals. Yeah, whoa. Remember your brakes down this hill. There's always a good pointer from somebody training somebody on a push bike. Remind them brakes. Yeah, I was rather hoping to have finished my cheap jack stew by now and be sat down in the we call it the granddad's chair because it's their granddad. Well, it was his chair before he emigrated, and I was actually going to be having a slow gin and lemonade and just letting the evening slip by. But no, change of plans, I'm out cycling the lanes. You might just be able to make out the high ground in the distance there through the trees. I do hike from my place to there. It's about 4 miles, 4 or 5 miles if I'm correct. I can, if I use footpaths, cut off a mile, but obviously there's some parts of the footpaths which are heavily muddy and boggy, so sometimes you don't want that before you actually get up on the high ground. Yeah, that's one impressive view there with the sunset and the moors there. That's our high ground. Just going to stop by this little gateway and have a little look over. It's where this Iron Age hill fort is. Like I said, it's, you know, been there for hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years. And here I am with my son. It does make you think about all the people that have been here before us and the next generation that lives here. You know, I think that's something you do when you get older. You think about these type of things. I'm just having a quick little look over the hedge here at the settlement, and like I say, I'm here with my boy, and you've got to imagine all those kids that probably lived here, you know, when this was a settlement in the Iron Age. You know, like I say, I just think about these sort of things. But anyway, I've got to get on my bike. As you can see, he's took his coat off. He says he's hot. That's just kids for you. And yeah, we're going to continue on the lanes. Right, we've got a bit of a steep hill here, so he's under my instruction as to keep his brakes on, and I will be continually reminding to keep those brakes pulled. I don't want him to run away. It could result in me having to pull in front of him. But yeah, that's just something that you got to do. The astute of you might recognise that gateway. Right, brakes, that's it, keep your brakes going. Your brakes should be pretty good on that one. That's it. That's it. These trees made it through the wind, although I think there's some in the actual graveyard that didn't. Yeah, the crows are beginning to make the noises where they want to actually start roosting. That's it, you keep looking on the road, both brakes, and we'll stop on this junction. Yeah, that leads up to the graveyard, and you know, I've been up there before, and it's quite a spiritual place to be. You know, you do get a moment to think about things. Can't escape that church spire from here. It's just, it dominates the landscape. You don't see many of those still left in the countryside either. It's not used, but it's still in situ. The old red telephone boxes. Used to come down here quite a lot on my motorbike when I was 16, 17, 18. Used to hold discos and rock nights, and we used to come down here on our bikes. Obviously it's no longer a pub anymore, and that was a lifetime ago when I was young. Oh. Right, and we always have a little look around the church, don't we, Cody?
Yes.
I see the birds at the top, to the spire. They'll probably fly, there they go. Yeah, I'm not holding his jacket. I look 10 months pregnant. I've got it stuffed down the front of me. I'm actually beginning to feel the chill now that sun's beginning to go, but that's kids for you. Yeah, this was his idea to come down. Like I said, I could have been at home sat down having a nice little drink, but like you say, he just wants to come down and have a look. Remember how you get in? You got to push. That is eerie. Right, in you go. Remember how you open this door? You got to do the latch. It's an old door. This door's been here for hundreds and hundreds of years. Really impressive. And then you got to push that one. That's it. And there you go. You can have a look around. And this was the church Mummy and Daddy got married in. This is where the kids, probably Sunday school used to be. There's some people awaiting their sermon. There. Just sit them back upright, Cody. There. It's like a little angel there with a halo. There, see? Beautiful flower arrangement there. I was talking to the lady that cleans this church, and the sad thing is that she was saying that her youngest, parishioner or parish member that attends regularly is in their 50s. So what will happen to these churches in years to come, I don't know. Do that gate. There. This would be the quintessential English or Cornish rural view, walking up from a church, couple cottages and village pub. Possibly not the car though. The hills are perhaps just a little bit too much for his legs, so here we are walking. I can bomb up them, but he's still to get fully adjusted to pedalling up hills. Whoa, look at that sunset. That is absolutely stunning. That was worth coming out for. Cody, give me a thumbs up. Good boy. Look at that. Yeah, I'm glad I got dragged out now, because like I say, that sunset was absolutely worth coming to see. And I suppose it goes to show that little things can be, you know, what makes a day. I think, Cody, I've just discovered why you're struggling so much on the hills. I haven't taught him how to use the gears, the gear shifts. And he's down here. I usually keep him on the first sprocket so it's easier to pedal. So I'm going to have to rectify that. I wondered why he was struggling so much. Right, I'll sort that out for you, Cody, alright? Right, I'll do that. Do you know how to do gears? Right, okay, I'll sort your gears out. Well, I've resolved that issue for him. I wondered why he was struggling so much. He's just pulled back on the gear ratchet and hasn't known how to rectify it. I must teach him. As a young man, not much more than really what Cody is now. I used to find myself wandering the lanes where I lived, you know, on a regular basis. Nothing untoward about it. It was just something we did as young kids. Today, whether it's, you know, media, whatever, you do have an inherent fear as a parent. But yeah, I used to just wander miles and miles and miles away from home. We've just done the loop, shall we say, around the bottom of the village, and now we're heading up the lane back to our place. And hopefully this will be it for me tonight. Light is going, it's starting to get cold. I don't know how he doesn't want his coat on, but there you go. And I can sit down and have a drink. Every puddle, naturally every kid finds puddles. Some people have said, why am I doing a YouTube channel? I don't have any real number of subscribers or followers or viewers or any of that. But I'll tell you why. I've got these two young boys, and as I'm, shall we say, in my mid-50s, and these are very young boys, it will just be nice for them to have something to be able to flick on and see Dad when he was young enough to do stuff, and indeed their mother when she gets brave enough to go on camera. But yeah, it's more about prosperity really for the kids, two youngest ones anyway. Come out the front to get my bike in, and there's a lovely pink haze to the actual sky. It's looking really nice. Got the bikes around the back. He's disappeared straight in, as kids do. They leave it all to you. I don't mind it though. It's when they get teenagers though, it's time they... It's last light, and I've got to go down and get some wood from the woodshed. It's gone really quiet, really still. I think there could be a frost tomorrow morning. This is possibly my favourite time of day. Everything's quiet. I know I'm in the village, but it's still reasonably quiet. I'm just making my way down to the woodshed. Look out over the valley. I like doing that. Just making my way down. I do have to get some wood because I've used everything I got at the top. So I'll do that before it gets too dark. That is just so peaceful. You can just hear the last call of the birds before they go to sleep or roost. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, coming back into the workshop, I've got this particular stick that I'm showing you here. This is a really heavy gauge one. I've just run out of copper, which this one here, this particular model is going to have pretty much a copper tip up there, 3 inches solid, if not more, of copper tip. And it's got a big solid head on it. Now I'm going to do a load of Viking designs, like the dragon's head coming down here, Viking battle axes, perhaps a wolf, and a Viking warrior with a shield on this. And this is going to be what I'm going to call my Valhalla model. The reason it's so heavy gauge is something like this is just absolutely brilliant for just beating your way or bushwhacking through a footpath that hasn't been maintained when you're trying to fight your way through all the undergrowth. Something of this gauge, I'll put my hand around it, you can see how big it is. It will literally bash its way through the undergrowth. It will stinging nettles or brambles, it'll bash it out the way. But yeah, I'm going to do a load of Viking artwork, and I'm going to call this the Valhalla model. Yeah, I've got a couple others here which are candidates to become a Valhalla model, like I've just shown you. A few other ones that are in the process, they've been straightened. I've just got to debark them. And I've actually got another custom order I've got to get underway. And as you can see, I've got a load more here to straighten. They've been sized and picked, but they've got to be straightened, these ones here. But as you can see, it's pretty busy here in the workshop here with crafting. So, you know, it's just a never-ending cycle, and, you know, I've got to make time for it. Well, I did get my drink, and I've got it here, and it's in a tumbler that was bought for me for my birthday. If you can't read it, it says happy birthday, my name there, and age to perfection. And I like to think so. So the day's come to an end really, and the wife is in with the kids watching a film, and I'm about to join them. I've just picked up and put stuff away in the garden. I didn't expect to have to go for a bike ride. That was something literally thrown into the mix and thrown at me. You know, I could have quite easily said no, but most of us know how those disappointed eyes, and indeed the grumblings of a young child can actually sort of like pick you up out of the chair and make you go and do it. And when I got out and I was doing it, I had no regrets. It's fantastic watching a young child go and do their thing on a push bike. And indeed, like I said, when I was stood by that gateway and I saw that sunset, it really, really did make me think, do you know what? You know, perhaps kids have something over adults. They know, you know, when, you know, just going out and doing something at an impromptu, spur of the moment can actually turn something into something that's a little bit magical. As I've said in a previous video, my passport's out, and we've just discovered one of my children's passports out. So we've got to go and get that sorted. And my wife's been briefing me on how we have to do that and what needs to happen. Yeah, so it's been 3 years since she's been out to see her father and his wife. So she's looking forward to do that, and indeed I am, and I'm looking forward to see what Portugal has to offer us, and possibly what it can offer us as a, shall we say, extension to our life here. Now, that being said, the father-in-law did actually send a picture of a wolf that had been spotted in his region of Portugal. And if I can get that uploaded, I will load this onto this actual post that I'm doing now. Which just adds that little bit more excitement, doesn't it, to our journey to go out and see him and what the actual area that he's in. Yeah, so if you got this far after the cooking section of this, shall we say, video, well done you. A little bit of a rambling there while I was out cycling, but you know, it purveys a picture of what happens during my day, and I hope you see, you know, it for what it actually is. Like, you know, even though I was doing a video about cooking on the wood stove, behind the scenes, shall I say, if I use that context, you know, behind the scenes, it makes it sound something more than it is. But anyway, if I use that context, you know, I'd cooked that stew. Obviously, we'd gone and done a few things for the kids, got themselves ready for school, you know, haircuts and everything like that. Come back home, the you know, stepdaughter's gone off and had a meal with her boyfriend, and is still out with having a meal with her boyfriend. I thought my day was over. I ended up going for a cycle. I've come back here, had to do some picking up, and now my day's coming to a close now. Now, that's just basically normal life here. And I'm pretty sure most people have, you know, similar things going on in their life. You know, you start off in one direction and you end up in totally different. I mean, from only really planning to cook a stew and getting a haircut to end up having to go for a bike ride, and you know, basically now, you know, my day's over. But yeah, that's just basically it, and I'm just basically going to wrap this video up and go inside with the wife and kids. So yeah, this is Andy from Folklore Hiking Sticks. All the best and take care, and well done for making it this far.